beautiful souls. So do I travel here. But I have no one to help me. Have you ever said those words to yourself? I know a young lady. Notice the alarm. That is, what is it? A four signal alarm or whatever it is. I know a young lady who says this to me very often. I used to say that to myself very often. It's self-pity, but even worse. Those are the words that you use when you give your power away. That is the terrifying part. Because unless you take control and decide, you know something? Fuck this. I am not tolerating this. I am moving forward. I have everything that I need, and anything else I can ask. That is most important. That ASK, those 3 letters, you are not alone in the world. There is always support. I grew up not feeling supported because I never was. That child took that feeling into adulthood, and it never ended. Good morning, Pooja. But you see, when you give your power away by feeling helpless, by acting helpless, and saying that you don't know what to do, it is because you are following a thought or a feeling that has you stuck in childhood. And when I say stuck in childhood, because I was just listening to my latest teacher, when I say stuck in childhood, I mean you are literally at a path in your life where events occurred in your childhood, and that is where you are emotionally, and you can't seem to get past it. It's as if your feet are stuck in treacle or mud. I think mud is the most accurate, and it is so heavy you feel as if it is dragging you down and sucking you in, and there is no way out. Which is why you believe that you have to have somebody to help you. This is not the case. You have to recognize where you are. You have to recognize why you are doing what you're doing. You have to recognize the feelings that you are feeling, and then trace it back to the event where you felt so helpless as a child. There is no other way to understand yourself, because you have to get rid of it. You must take back your power. Because when you use those words, it means that you are helpless. You were helpless as a child. But when you become an adult, that's a totally different story. Because there, you must take responsibility for your actions. This is something that most adults don't do. They refuse to do. I have a perfect example living under the same roof with me. When you refuse to take responsibility for yourself and your actions, you are up shit creek without a paddle. There is no coming back from go. That's something I remember Dr. Dre saying when, who was he talking about? I don't remember if it was 50 Cent or another rapper. No, it wasn't 50 Cent. It was, I don't remember the woman's name now. she just faded. She had what, 1, 2, maybe 3 hits, and she faded. And that's my point. You, as a human being, you are not meant to fade into the woodwork. You came here to accomplish something. Otherwise, you wouldn't have reincarnated. You wouldn't have come back lifetime after lifetime. You have to face up to your shadow that is stuck somewhere. You have to look it in the face. You have to cry all those tears. You have to let all the snot run as you embrace and integrate that painful part of you. It is separate from you, which is why it is so painful. No one can help you but you. It is time to decide to love yourself exactly as you are. And that means accepting yourself exactly as you are and saying, you know, despite all of this, despite the fact that I feel that people don't love me, that I have no help, that no one supports me. I was there for years, not understanding that I had all the support I needed. God, Spirit, Universe, Creator, Source, all of my guides and angels. Of course I have support. And then, again, and using myself as an example, because I learned very early not to ask for anything, I got into the habit of not asking even when I had very good friends. I mean, friends to die for. These are friends who, when I was homeless, they got together and they came up with a fund to get me money to pay for 1 year's rent. That is friendship. That is friendship. And those are friends, those are people that I consider family. That is family. Because family is people who support you. And this beautiful soul is what I am talking about. Take note of the dog barking. Everything is a symbol. It does not matter who barks at you. That is irrelevant. That is not important. It does not matter the people that you turn to who do not support you. That too is not important. Why? Because there are others waiting in the wings if you would change the way you look at things to see the people who are there for you. You have to accept responsibility for who you are, where you are, why you are doing what you are doing. It is time to cut those cords to the emotional past, to the childhood where you weren't supported, to the people in your life who don't help you or who never helped you. It is time to stop saying, but I have no one to help me, because that is totally untrue. So beautiful souls, I'm going to leave you with that right there. You are spirit. You are spirit of divine love, divine intelligence, and divine power. It is time to take back your power. It is time to stand naked in front of a mirror, ladies, and I mean that literally, and look at yourself. Look at your physical body first of all, and decide to love yourself exactly as you are, with all the parts that you criticize because you are comparing yourself to other people. You are perfect in God's eyes. Nobody can take that from you. And it is time that you accept that you are beautiful, that you are loved. and take back your goddamn power and get on with your life. You are here to do something because you are unique in all the world. Just like fingerprints. There is no one better to do what you came here to do. And on that note, beautiful souls, okay, enjoy yourself, Pooja. I am going to say namaste. Ciao.